This is Queen the Greatest, our weekly journey through the Queen stories so far. After the record-breaking nights at Rock in Rio in January 1985, the band felt it would take something unbelievably special to top that. 6 months later came Live Aid.
Mama, just killed a man. I got against his my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I'm gonna throw it all away.
On the 13th of July 1985, a host of music stars came together in London and Philadelphia to stage a concert to raise awareness and money for a devastating famine in Ethiopia. But as Brian explains, when organiser Bob Geldof first approached the band, they weren't sure he'd be able to pull it off.
It was actually at the BPI Awards that we went to collect an award, and Geldof was at a few tables away and came over and said, how about doing this thing? And he said, we're going to have this and this and this and this. And we said, oh yeah, I'm sure, thinking that it was an almost impossible thing to get together, but we said, yeah, we'd be interested. And then a bit later on he rang up and said, look, Brian, I have to have a commitment, And so we sort of talked about it a bit more, and it seemed like we were all very keen to do it.
Just 20 minutes allotted to each act, Queen locked themselves away to work out the best way to make the most of their time. Not an easy task.
It's pretty hard to make the choice.
Yes, we don't really know quite what to do, whether to play the hits or to try and do something new. But I think in 20 minutes, really, we've got to play things that people know and will recognise, in Turkey or wherever they're watching, maybe. Hopefully.
So we're still squabbling over that fact. That's what he's trying to say, yeah.
Despite everyone being committed to the cause, the band felt a bit of healthy rivalry between the various acts was also inevitable.
I think it's going to be chaotic, yes. It has to be. I mean, we're not all wonderfully well-behaved kids, are we? It was just, but that's going to sort of actually be the nice part of it. Actually, there'll be lots of friction and we're all going to try and outdo each other, I guess.
A hitchhike, take a long ride on the motorbike to ready to raise a little thing along.
But on the day, egos or thoughts of rivalry vanished as the enormity of the cause and occasion became apparent, and Queen's meticulous planning ensured an ecstatic reaction from everyone watching.
And it was as if all the artists backstage had heard a dog whistle, and their heads turned, and the frisson you felt was, they're stealing the show.
I paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of sadness in my past, but I've come through. We are champions, my friend.
I defy anybody who saw it not to have goose pimples in the back of their neck when you saw that sea of people.
We are champions. We are champions.
I remember looking up and seeing the whole place going completely bonkers in unison and thinking, oh, this is going well.
We did have an unfair advantage. We had done football stadiums.
Freddie particularly learned this magical way of involving everybody. In a huge football stadium, he could make everybody feel that they were in contact.
What turned out to be one of Queen's shortest live performances was probably one of their most important and iconic, paving the way for what was to follow.
People say, was it a career move? Well, no, it wasn't a career move. But of course that's in the back of everybody's mind.
We got a great reception from the crowd, even at Wembley, and also from the TV audience as well. So, in fact, it was a great boost of confidence in a way for the group.
To have conquered Live Aid in that way undoubtedly breathed fresh energy into the band.
So, goodbye! We love you! Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will